Good morning. Welcome to Monday morning Kundalini class. Today we are practicing the Kriya set for creative flow and happiness. The reason I chose the image of the earth is because whenever I think about creativity and creation, I can't not think about Mother Earth. She is the ultimate embodiment for creation. Everything that exists in this tangible life has been birthed from this planet, from the ultimate mother. And so when we are tapping into our own creative flow, our own creativity, it is that energy of creating something from nothing. And we have that power within us. Every single one of us has it. And perhaps I have been at points in my life where I do not feel creative. I don't even know how to create. I don't know. I don't have creative outlets. And it's hard. It's hard because there's so much talk around how important it is to be creative and have creative outlets, and it can feel really challenging when you don't have that. But we all inherently have it inside of us, and it truly is a matter of clearing those blocks and tapping into our unique creative inspiration because it is different for everybody. So this flow, this set is a really helpful tool to tap into that and to clear those blockages and to establish and cultivate that creative flow, which then also in turn results in happiness and fulfillment. And so the effects of this Kriya, it awakens our sensory system. So we're really going to be tapping into our actual physical senses. And by awakening the sensory system, we really do stimulate the energy in that creative flow. It clears our creative blocks, it enhances mental clarity and focus, it promotes our mental and physical balance, our circulation, it supports emotional well being. Like I said, it brings us to happiness, and it gives us the capacity by all of these effects coming together, awakening the sensory system, tapping into our creative flow. This gives us the capacity to touch the hearts of others. When we have a wide open system, wide open hearts, we can then touch the hearts of others with our unique creative expression, because that is what we were put on this earth to do, is to work through our unique creative expression. It's different for all of us. Somebody who creates art is creating a product that makes somebody feel a certain kind of way. And for example, I read tarot, and that is truly, plus also with this Kundalini practice, but tarot is something I feel so deeply passionate and creative about, and that it is creativity working through me. And I am so humbled and honored to say that I truly feel that I am able to touch the hearts of others through tarot. And somebody maybe touches the hearts of others through their music, like I said, through paintings, through acting. There's so many different ways, and I'm so excited for you to be tapping into this set to be enhancing your creative flow so that you can contribute your beautiful, unique, creative contribution to this world and touching the hearts of others through your own heart, through your own passion. So thank you so much for being here and doing that and contributing this time to this practice. This is a shorter set, so it might be a little bit of a shorter class today. It really is going to help to cultivate some patience. I invite you to bring in, even just right now, an intention of patience, and as well as just know that it helps to deepen a connection with your physical body and with your higher self. I've been practicing this Kriya as I do for the last week in preparation for class today, and I'm practicing at a time. This doesn't always line up this way, but I am cycling with the full moon. I'm menstruating with the full moon. And so having all those symptoms, all of that build up leading up to this today, it's the full moon today, has been very, very, very intense for me. And the experience of working on this set and tapping into that patience, that commitment, that devotion throughout these postures, because we'll be holding these postures for a couple of minutes each. And that's where like I find my edge and I work on my patience and my ego's reaction to that holding. So I'm curious for you to have your own experience with each posture. Okay. So if you are new to Kundalini, please go ahead and pause the video here and go through the basics of Kundalini. Just a quick, if you're already familiar with the basics, I'll just give a quick heads up that all of the breathing for this posture is in and out through the nose. We do have one posture with some diaphragmatic pumping. So if you are also menstruating and susceptible to cramping, or if you're in your first trimester of pregnancy, please skip the portion with the diaphragmatic pumping and continue with really nice long inhales and exhales through the nose. Okay, we are going to go ahead and tune in. So find a nice long straight spine, rubbing the palms together, creating friction, creating heat, waking up the energy channels, stimulating the nadis in the body, just really feeling that sensation between the palms, already tapping into the sensory system, just noticing how that feels. And finding stillness in the palms, really pressing them together, straight line from elbow to elbow, even pressing the thumbs up against the heart center, keeping a nice long straight spine, crown of the head is reaching tall. Let's take a nice long inhale through the nose and hold at the top. You're all the way full, sinking the volume of the breath to the low belly, engaging the root lock, rolling the eyes in and up. Keeping the body where it is, open mouth exhale. Everything else stays in place. Again, inhale to the top and hold. Really pulling on the root lock, pulling the energy up to the crown of the head, slight tuck of the chin, shoulders away from the ears. Open mouth exhale. Empty all the way to the bottom. And then inhaling to the top. Holding, engaging, waking up the energy. Really feeling the concentration of life force within you. And open mouth exhale. And I will inhale to tune in. I'm really going to give it my all. My microphone might not pick it up, but oh well, let's do it. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale all the way to the top and hold. Engage the root lock, press the palms, call in a blessing of protection and safety for this practice, for this day, for this week. And exhale, returning the palms to the left, facing up, allowing the breath to return to a natural rhythm. Just taking a moment here to allow the vibration of the mantra to settle in, to soak in. It's so important we use our voices in this life. Our gift is our song. We are meant to sing, just like the planet has a frequency, a hum. This is one of the most beautiful ways we can connect to the hum, to the cycles, to the vibrations of the planet is through our song, through our voice, through our vibration. We are made of sound. And when we create sound, we connect back to the most ancient rhythm, the most ancient connection that we are capable of. Even if you don't consider yourself a talented singer, use your voice. Using my voice is one of my favorite ways to tap into my daily practice, my sadhana, my morning meditation. I love mantra, chanting, song. It drops me in like no other. And when we open up with our Adi mantra, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo, we are activating something so powerful and special and sacred within us, with the earth. Okay, I'm going to start us with a couple of active warm-ups here. Since we are holding postures in the set itself, I really want to call in some repetitive movement to get the bodies ready for this set. So I'm going to remove the prop out from under me. And our really nice traditional Sufi circles, my favorite way to warm up the body. Hands are face down on the knees, and we inhale, come forward to the left, really arching the spine. And as we exhale, we tuck and round back to the right. Again, inhaling forward to the left, exhaling back into the right. I love this one because it moves the entire spine. So be mindful. Notice that you are moving the spine all the way from the tailbone. You're tipping the pelvis, the mid back, the upper back. Really get the shoulders and the neck involved. Arching and rounding, moving with the breath, pulling the energy through. And from here, we'll switch directions, arching forward and over to the right, and then rounding back into the left. So good. Connecting with everything internally. Something I want to speak to today is the idea of wearing white in Kundalini. I'll jump to that in a moment. For now, let's find center and stillness. Take a nice deep inhale, holding at the top. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up to the third eye center, pulling the energy up to the crown of the head. And exhale, turning the palms face up in the lap, just resting for a few moments here. Kundalini was brought to this country and traditionally taught to wear white. And there were several reasons for it. Some of them were that it's thought that the color white helps to expand the aura. It's a symbolic representation of devotion. It's like a uniform, that a devotion to wearing white symbolizes a devotion to the practice. It represented a feeling of oneness. Kundalini was taught in a group setting, and so if everybody's in white, it creates this sense of oneness. It's a really beautiful idea, and I typically do try to wear neutral or lighter colors as an ode to this devotion, to this symbolic significance of white. But we are in a time where I support other freedom of expression. Today's a cozy day. I mentioned I'm menstruating with the full moon, and I went for cozy options. So whether you practice in white or not, fully embrace your expression, your bodily needs, and wear whatever you want, ultimately. Okay, our next posture, we're staying in easy pose. We're going to cactus the arms. Make sure you're keeping the tops of the arms, the biceps, parallel with the ground the entire time. We tend to have this tendency to droop the elbows down, but really keep the elbows out and open. Fingers are spread wide. I'm a little bit crooked here. And then we will inhale, twist to the left, exhale, twist to the right. Keep the navel strong, keep the arms open, eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center. And we will go ahead and begin. Inhale left, exhale right. Super powerful breaths here. Finding a bit of a faster pace. I do want you to build heat in this, waking up the body, waking up the spine, waking up the lungs, waking up this energetic effect of moving the breath through the body. As we work the breath, The breath is the prana, the breath is the life force energy, and we're working it into the nooks and crannies as we breathe in conjunction with the movement. The breath gets to travel to places that it does not travel when we're just in stillness or when we're breathing unconsciously. So direct the breath into the openings that you're creating with this movement. You're doing so good. We're almost there. Pick up your pace a bit if you can. Finding center, facing forward. Take a nice deep inhale, keeping the arms cactused, fingers spread wide. Hold at the top. Squeeze the root block, rolling the eyes in and up. Hold, spread the fingers wide. And exhale, relaxing the hands down in the lap. Relaxing the breath, relaxing the drishti. Just feel the effects. Relaxing the body. We'll move into our final warm up here. We'll come into tabletop position, hips stacked over the knees, shoulders stacked over the wrists. And we're just going to do cat cow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, rounding through the back body, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. Again, I want you to eventually work up to a bit of a faster pace here, really moving the breath into the spine. Let it feel good. Let yourself go a little bit. So if you're not in the position, go ahead and come into it now, and we'll begin. Feel the palms on the ground as you move, finding your rhythm, your breath. Really pressing the palms into the ground, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Really dropping into the physical body, the physical sensation here. Almost there. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, hold, squeezing the root lock, rolling the eyes in and up. And as you exhale, you can drop the hips back into child's pose or embryo. Forehead comes to the ground. Just taking some moments of relaxation here. Just like if you were to be doing a weightlifting routine, it's always recommended you take a 1 minute rest in between sets, allowing your muscles to fully and completely relax. Not only do you get the maximum effect and benefit by allowing this relaxation, but you're also allowing your body on a cellular level to absorb the effects of the movement and the breath. It's so important to deeply relax in these little moments in between postures. All right, we're going to go ahead and move into our set now. Coming back into easy pose, I'll quickly explain and demo before we move into the posture. This is a leg stretch. It's going to be reminiscent of boat pose or navasana in traditional yoga. So with the legs stretched out long in front of you, I'm going to be totally honest, this body cannot actually get into the posture the way it's instructed. So I'll describe it and then I'll move into the posture and the modification that I have to use. So with the legs stretched out in front of you, I gotta take off my cozy socks for this one. Okay. So you grasp onto the big toes with the peace fingers, pressing into the big toenail with the thumb. And the way that it's instructed is that you keep the legs straight, keep the back straight, keep the neck straight. And from here, you hoist the legs up into boat pose. I cannot do it. If you figure out a way to do that, please message me and I will love to work towards being able to do that. I can't keep the legs straight as I move up. So I'm going to go ahead and bend my knees. I will grasp onto the big toes. And from here, I will move into balancing on the sit bones. So go ahead and come into the position in whatever way the body allows you to get here. And I will go ahead and begin the time now. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. And so we're building a personal experience with each posture in this set. I mentioned we're holding these poses for a little bit of an extended amount of time. And when Kundalini brings us that opportunity to sit with the posture, to sit with the reaction, whatever's going through us in this moment, it allows us to deepen, as I mentioned, our connection with the body, with the self. Go through your physical checklist, engage the legs, don't just chill in this posture. Engage the legs, pull up on the kneecaps, roll the shoulder blades down and back. You're pulling the chest forward. Slight tuck of the chin, keeping the back of the neck in line with the spine. You're welcome to close the eyes and roll them up to the third eye center. Just really nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Feel the pressure of the thumbs on the toenails. If you're modifying this posture, go for it. You can even release the toes. If you have to have the tips of the toes touching down onto the ground, you absolutely can. You're still engaging the navel in that way. Ideally, you're getting that leg stretch at the same time. If you'd like to intensify the posture, see if you can bring the thighs closer to the chest, maintaining your balance on the sits bones. Feel the engagement of the navel. As you continuously recommit to the posture as we sit in it, we're almost there, by the way. We have just about a minute left. Drop into the energetic self, drop into the spiritual self, and witness whatever mental, emotional reaction, if any, that you may be having now. Witness it. Eventually, can you begin to rewire it? Can you get curious about what's going on in your internal world? Recommit to the physical checklist, the legs, the navel, the shoulder blades, the neck, the drishti, if you've chosen the drishti, the breath, keeping the breath long and deep. Doing so good, almost there, last 10 seconds. Stick with it. Take a really nice big inhale, holding at the top. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up, really squeeze. And as you exhale, releasing the legs down, you can keep them out straight in front of you or coming back into easy pose for our relaxation. And just settle in. Releasing any control over the breath, over the gaze. Just relaxing, feeling any effects. From here, we're going to come into standing. We have our one leg balance. So I'm actually not going to mirror you for this one. So listen to my cue for sides rather than watching me, because I want to make sure I'm doing it on the correct sides as well. So we're standing with feet hip width apart, nice long straight spine. Interlace the fingers and bring them to the top of the head. You're resting the fingers on the top of the head. So feeling the palms against the crown. Really feel into the right foot. You're going to be balancing on the right foot. And on an inhale, bringing the left knee up to hip height and point the toe back towards the right leg. So we're here now, we're in the posture together. The timer has started. So you're balancing on the right leg, left knee is up, left toe is pointed back towards the right knee. We're here for a couple of minutes, so you are going to have to recommit to this physical checklist many times. It's long, deep breathing in and out through the nose, and the eyes are open. If you can balance and maintain the posture with the eyes closed, go for it. I commend you. I did reach a point after practicing this set every day that I was able to close my eyes for short amount of time. Short amount of time. But it's not something that I was able to consistently do, and it took my focus away from the posture as a whole. So what I actually really like to do is keep the eyes open and blur the gaze. And I noticed that as I deeply dropped into my focus on keeping this posture in place, I was able to start seeing some auras. There was something about the concentration that opened, and I have been able to see auras. It's not something that I just walk around with the ability all day, every day, but I have been able to see auras. That is something that is possible for every human. If you want to see auras, you can. And this posture is something that triggered that in me, where you can, because everything has an aura, it's not just humans. So by committing to this posture, I was really able to wake something up in me. So go through your physical checklist, engage the right glute, keep that left knee at hips height if you can. It really wants to droop down. Commit to pointing the left toes back to the right leg. That's so good for the foot. This is so good for the hip flexor. We're almost there, by the way. Engage the navel. Really keep the elbows wide open. That's important because this is going to help warm up the heart space and the shoulders for a future posture in this set. You may be feeling some shaking. Heat is building. That's so good. In a few seconds here, we're going to switch to the other side. So really give it your all. We're almost there. That checklist is so helpful. Committing, committing, committing. If you need to kickstand the leg that's hovering, you can. Otherwise, we're there. Take an inhale. Exhale, return the left foot down. You can walk it out a little bit. And now feel the weight into the left leg and inhale the right knee to hips height. So good. Pressing that left foot down into the ground, lifting the right knee, pointing the right toes back towards the left leg, opening the elbows wide. Nice, long, deep breaths. If you fall out, it's totally fine. Just come back to it. You might need to drop that right hip down a little bit. I have a tendency to jack that hip up, but go ahead and drop it back down, keeping the hips even. And like I said, just recommit to your checklist throughout this posture, engaging the left glute, pulling up on the left kneecap, keeping that right knee at hips height. It loves to droop, pointing the right toes, elbows are open. I'll give you a little heads up. We are going to be switching back to the other side after this leg, and then we'll be done. So hang in there. You're doing so good. I will go ahead and put on some music so you can start having your own experience with this posture. I'll let you know when it's time to switch. Take an inhale. Exhale, return the right leg down. Inhale, bring the left knee back up to hips height. Point the left toes. Drop that left hip down if you need to. Elbows are open wide. Go through your checklist. Press the right foot into the ground. Squeeze the right glute. Engage the navel. Pulling that left knee up. Pointing the left toes. Elbows open wide. You're so good. All right. Dive in. Drop in. We're almost there. Feel the heat. I feel a lot of shaking and quaking in this posture. You got this. It's so good for you. Imagine that shaking and quaking is your body working out the kinks, working out the junk. It's shaking and quaking out little ineffective kinks in the nervous system. So breathe it out. Be there for it. Commit to the posture. Engage the muscle groups and breathe it out. You got this. Take a nice deep inhale, holding at the top. You're holding this posture. Squeeze the root lock, pulling the energy up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, return the left foot down, return the palms to the sides, facing forward. And now we're just resting in our standing mountain pose. Eyes are closed off, releasing any holding in the body, any control over the breath. Just breathing, relaxing the legs, feeling the effects. Amazing work, amazing dedication. From here, we're moving into standing cow pose, which is like we're holding a halfway lift with an arched spine. So stepping the feet back to about hip width, shoulder width apart. We'll go ahead and inhale the arms up overhead, really reaching high. And as we exhale, folding forward. Now, this posture does call to have the hands on the feet. If that's not accessible in the body, have the hands anywhere on the legs that's accessible for you. If you have any impingements where you need to bend the knees a bit, go for it. Otherwise, legs are nice and straight. Hands are on the feet. And then arching the spine, lifting the gaze, and we'll hold here. Just really feeling the depth and the arch of the spine, even if it doesn't arch that much in this position. You're just imagining that it is. The body doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So if you're imagining that the spine is really arching, you're still getting the effects. The eyes stay open. If you feel any dizziness in this position, then just go ahead and come out of it and go into a restful pose until we're done. But otherwise, we're here with hands on the feet, tailbone is arching up, gaze is looking forward, the chin is lifted, the neck is lifted. Nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Holding this posture, begin to pump the navel. Breath of fire will sort of happen naturally as you continue to pump the navel. You're still arching the spine, still looking forward, bringing in a really energetic pumping of the navel. This is so good for balancing your circulation as you're standing in this forward fold and breathing and pumping and moving things through. So good. Now inhale all the way to the top and hold. Squeeze the root block, looking forward, really squeeze. And as you exhale, you can come down into a forward fold. You can come into easy pose. Whatever allows you to relax deeply. And we'll be here for a few moments, just settling in, soaking it in, feeling the effects. Believe it or not, we're already about to move into our last posture of the Kriya. I will preface this by saying I found this one to be the most emotionally challenging posture, and it may be totally different for you. Every body is different. This one gets me in the best way, because when that reactivity shows up, it's calling for our attention, and it provides this really beautiful opportunity to check in with yourself and say, why is this coming up? What part of me needs something from me in this moment? We know that these postures are temporary. We always come out of them eventually. So whatever's coming up is coming up for you. Let's do it. Moving on to the shins, coming into rock pose. If you'd like to put some support under the booty in between the ankles, you're welcome to. We're going to be folding forward in this position. So this is a really deep heart opener. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes. Really give it your all. I feel a lot of quaking and shaking in this one again, and I just breathe through it. So we'll be interlacing the fingers at the low back. We fold forward, touching the forehead either to the ground or a block or some prop. And we're just bowing as long as we're in that position where we're bowing forward, and we lift the arms away from the back as much as we possibly can. A lot of the time in traditional asana, we are told to keep the palms together. And this one, I actually find that you can open up the palms away from each other to help lift the arms higher away from the back. Let's see, eyes will be closed and rolled in and up to the third eye center, and just normal breathing in this one. Just normal breathing. All right, so go ahead, interlace the fingers at the low back. We're facing forward. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, bowing forward, lifting the arms up away from the low back. Like I said, the palms do not need to be pressing together. Pull the shoulder blades back and together, deepening that lift, that opening of the heart space. Normal breath, eyes at the third eye center. And dive in, really dive in here. If you need to make adjustments, go for it. It can help to have a slight bend in the elbows that allows to encourage the lift of the arms as well. As I mentioned, it's really hard for me to hold this one. I feel the quaking, I feel the shaking, I feel a lot of emotion come up, which is totally normal and to be expected when we're doing any kind of heart opener. So connect with whatever comes up. Hold it if you can. Like I said, we won't be here forever. Take advantage of this experience. But have your experience, fully have your experience, whatever it may be. I'll let you know when it's time. Take a nice deep inhale, hold and squeeze. You can lower the arms if you need to, still engage that root block. And then exhale, releasing the arms down to the ground. You can stay in embryo. If you'd like to extend the arms out in front of you, go for it. Just taking a really brief relaxation here as we're about to move into Shavasana. And gently and lovingly making your way there, however feels best for you to move on to the back. Go ahead and find your way there. I tend to like to maybe even bring my arms above my head for Shavasana after this set to really open my shoulders, to open my chest, to really fully relax those muscles that were just engaged for so long. So get comfortable, deeply, deeply relax the body here, releasing any control over the breath, releasing any areas of tension and the jaw, the face, the navel, the pelvis, the legs, the hands, the feet, the inside of the head. Just release everything, let it go, relax, and enjoy. Begin to bring your awareness to the breath. Just gently and lovingly calling your energy, your consciousness back to the here and now, back to this physical realm, this human realm. I always love to remind myself I am not a human having a spiritual experience. I'm a spirit having a human experience. Feeling that depth, the profound depth that comes with the acknowledgement that our souls are as old as this earth and beyond. That the creative energy, the creative magic that we see all around us in this planet is us. She created us in the same way that she created the trees and the animals and the air. We are just as much a part of it as our most favorite aspects of nature. From this place, begin to move the body with love and awe and gratitude, finding whatever small movements are calling to you today, allowing them to naturally, organically turn into bigger movements, deeper breath, eventually a nice, big, full body stretch. You can bring in any twists, whatever you need. Eventually, finding your way up into a seat. So we may close our practice. Closing with the prayer, the longtime sun, a blessing for yourself or for anyone else in your life who may need it. Please hold in your heart's eye who you'd like to bless with this prayer today. Bringing the prayer palms to heart center. Let's rub them together really briefly here. Awakening the energetic channels once again so we can carry that energy into our day. Finding stillness in the palms, press them together, bring the thumbs into the heart, take a nice big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. So we'll close out with the prayer, followed by a vibration of Sat Nam, meaning truth is my name. Let's do it. Inhale to close. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sa. Feeling the thumbs pressed into your heart. May your heart stay open no matter what life brings. Michael Singer, the author of The Untethered Soul, among so many other beautiful works, insists stay open. So may your heart stay open throughout your day, throughout your week. Stay open. Lifting the thumbs up to the lips. Give them a kiss. Give yourself some self-love, some intimacy. May your words stay open and filled with love. Lifting the thumbs up against the third eye center, pressing them into the forehead. May your thoughts, may your mind stay open and loving. May your intuition stay connected and strong. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. I thank you all. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. Sat Nam.